Thursday was supposed to be about who represents you locally, runs council services, empties your bins, fills potholes and much more besides, whether it's Belfast or Nuneaton or any part of the country. It was made a heck of a lot more dramatic with a midday announcement of a rise in interest rates by the Bank of England and a warning that we're heading for 10% inflation and possibly a recession. Well, today's newspapers are awash with two things: how the cost of living crisis hurt the Tories across the UK and how the UK is increasingly fractured, with Plaid doing well in Wales, the SNP strengthening their position in Scotland, and as you've just heard, Sinn Féin, a party committed to attempting to reunite the island of Ireland, topping the poll in Northern Ireland. Now, all of that said, the turnout was low. 70% of you just didn't bother to vote. The Tories took a hit in London, losing Westminster, Barnet and Wandsworth to Labour. But as the day unfolded, it was clear that Labour's London hurrah wasn't going to be repeated up and down the land. They won a bit and they lost a bit, as indeed did the Tories. Then came the explosive announcement that Durham police were to reinvestigate allegations that Sir Keir Starmer and others broke the COVID lockdown rules. Well, Labour losing Hull, John Prescott's old stamping ground, to the Lib Dems was pretty tasty, and to be fair, the Lib Dems did have a good night, as did the Greens and the Independents. On the results, however, the best that Labour could hope for in the current climate, if it were a general election, would be to be the largest party but without an overall majority. For the Tories, however, the consensus seems to be that unless they crack the cost of living crisis, their problems will persist and deepen. For me, however, Sinn Féin coming top of that poll in Northern Ireland was the high point. Steeped in the bloody history of demands for Home Rule and independence for Ireland, it was in effect the political wing of the IRA in the 1970s, topping a Democratic poll. It is committed to a border poll, although, as Darren just said, it's by no means automatic. It's got to be agreed in London. It's also got to be agreed in Dublin. But it seems to be the will of the people as expressed at a ballot box right now. Forget Partygate and Beergate for a moment. That really is serious constitutional and historic stuff.